Hi coloring friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm finally here to share the 24 books that I've chosen to keep at hand in 2024. I did this last year in 23 and I chose 23 books to keep here in my office because I don't have enough storage in my office to keep my entire coloring book collection. Some of them need to go down in my basement. So I have chosen some favorites and some books that I'd like to challenge myself with and just really focus on coloring a lot more in during the year. And it worked really well for me last year, so I am definitely excited to do it again. I do have some books that are repeats from last year's list, and then some that I've switched other books out for. So I'll start with the first one here. It is 100 Mandalas by Jade Summer, and this is a book that was on last year's list. It's just an easy color with marker, gel pen, kind of a relaxing pick for me, and there's 100 pages in it, so I feel like it's going to take me forever to get through this book, but I did get a good handful of pages done in it last year, and I'd like to continue on with that, so that one is definitely staying on the list for 2024. Next one is a new to me book. I got this in November for my birthday. Johanna Basford's Small Victories. I am super excited to get something colored in this book. I absolutely love it. Every single page in this book I love. I can't wait to dive into it. I just didn't get to tackle any pages at the end of last year, so it is definitely on my stack for this year. Super, super excited about this one. Next one is another repeat from last year. It is the Peace Joy Color coloring cards, Celebrate the Season. I had a goal last year. I was hoping to get all of the pages in this colored and send it out as Christmas cards to friends and family, and I made a good dent, but I did not get all the way through, anywhere near all the way through. So I'm going to continue with that goal this year, and who knows, maybe this Christmas is the Christmas that my friends and family will receive these. So we'll see. But it's going to stay on the list so that I can keep working on that. Then I have another Johanna Basford, Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. This was on last year's list as well. I didn't get near as much colored in it as I wanted to. This is one that I absolutely, probably #1 book that I would like to see completely colored in my lifetime. So we'll see if I can make another dent in that this year. That would be wonderful. So that one is staying on the list from last year. Then I have Moon Valley by Maria Troll. You'll see on this list is I've got probably one book from each of my very favorite artists. And most of them I have at least 2 books from their collection. So I kind of narrowed down with my favorite one of this year at least, and Moon Valley one for Maria Troll. I did a couple pages in this last year and really enjoy working in her books, and I absolutely love this one. It's a lot of favorites in it. I have a whip going that I'm trying to get done, but yeah, that one definitely had to be here in easy reach for me to grab in 2024. Then another favorite artist, Fabiana Attanasio. This is the mythographic Dream Garden. This was on my list from last year as well, and I did not color in it at all. I was disappointed about that. This was a prior year's coloring. So I was disappointed that I didn't end up getting anything done in it. So I'm giving myself another chance this year to hopefully get a page done. I'd love to do this one. I think this is my #1 next one I want to do in this book. So hopefully soon I will get to this one and get something colored in it. This is probably the mythographic that's my very favorite of the ones I own. I think I have three of them, possibly four now. And this is my favorite of all of them. So hopefully I can get more done this year than last year in that one. Then I have Circle of Life by Melpomene Chatsapane Gyotu. Probably saying that wrong. I started a page in this one last year and I did not get done. Still got all my pencils sitting here waiting for it to be finished. I did start this in a video and I would like to continue it in a video as well. So, and then of course I would love to color something else in this book too. It's another one where I just absolutely adore every page in the book. So it would be nice to see another one of these colored as well. So that one is staying on the list again. This is a new one to the list this year. This A Garden Circles by Tabitha L. Barnett. I was looking through my collection and I realized I have a couple of pages colored in here from prior years, but I did not touch it at all last year and I thought that was kind of sad. So I'm gonna pull it out from the other ones and try to get some more done in it. Yeah, I think all the ones I colored were in 2022, but I really love the ones that I have done and I'd like to see more done in it. So that's the plan. We're gonna get something colored in this one this year. Another new choice to the list is Creative Haven's Gnome Sweet Gnome by Teresa Goodridge. That's another favorite artist that I wanted to make sure I had something of in my stack here. I really like this one because it is a lot of seasonal pictures, kind of goes through all the seasons with the gnomes. And I do like to seasonally color, so it's nice to have at least one on the stack that offers something for all seasons. So, and I have a whip in here that I started last year and didn't get very far with, so it'd be nice to finish this page and then get maybe one or two more at least done through the year. So that one is on the list. And then continuing with my one from a favorite artist choices, Tales from the Forest Kingdom by Hannah Carlzon. I had to have one of her books on my shelf in the office here for the year. And this is probably my favorite of the ones that she's come out with. I do have a whip here that I need to continue with, and I have, I think, just one other page done in this book, which is just sad. So it'll be nice to focus on this one and maybe get some more pages done in it as well. And I'm definitely looking forward to that. I love working in her books. The paper is absolutely wonderful. Just a pleasure to work with. Okay, next pick is another fun one. It's the Crayola Art with Edge Optical Illusions. I got this book from Walmart, and in their it was in their kids coloring book area, not the adult one. So and it's just a lot of fun. I like to use marker in here, so another easy, relaxing color. It's slightly grayscaled, so you get dimension with your pictures without a lot of effort. And there's a couple of different optical illusions. There's these where it looks like they're kind of coming through the paper. And then we have these guys, which it shows on the back, but you kind of once you finish your picture, you kind of lay it flat on the table and then step back and look at it from an angle, and it looks like whatever is going on in the picture is coming up out of the page. So those are pretty cool. And then there's this style where you can just straight color it and choose your colors, and it ends up looking cool in the end. So I have a couple done in here, and I wanted to have this one out and close to me so I could do a few more. There's one of those optical coloring ones, and this is one of the ones I've done that looks like he's popping up out of the ground there. That was a fun one to do. And I've got another one of those optical illusion pages done too, so that's a fun one to have on the list when I don't want to challenge myself too much. And the next one is this one from Rita Berman. I wish I had my son here. He is taking German and can pronounce this beautifully, but I am not going to try, so that I don't embarrass myself. This is another favorite artist that I wanted to make sure I had one on my shelves here in the office. And this was actually a gift from my son for my birthday in November, and I have not colored in it yet, so I really want to color something in here at least. Oh, I did. I colored a bug, but maybe I can finish the rest of the bugs on the page too in 2024. So that'll be nice to have out on the list. And this one and the small victories, which my daughter gave to me, make me smile because they wanted to get things they knew I would love. So nice to have those things around all year too. All right, another Creative Haven one, Enchanted Coloring Book by Marjorie Sarnott. That's another favorite illustrator of mine. And I love reading fantasy books. And this coloring book is just awesome if you like fantasy things. There's dragons, there's unicorns. We've got, you know, constellations and wolves and moons and ships and mermaids and lots of dragons. And I really like all the pictures in this one too. So I have started a page just this month, and this one here, and that is it. So I'd like to get some things colored in this year too. And another favorite book of mine, Colors of Daydreams by Nicolette Delafray. Love this book. I've started a little leaf combination there on this page. I do have a couple of pages done in here. I've done the first few little title pages and information pages here. And then I did also do another one this past year. I did this one, which I love how it turned out. Really like the paper in this. It's another one where I want to color every single page in this book. So I definitely had to have it on my shelf for this year. And I'm super excited to work in it. All right. Then I have Whimsy Girls Through the Decades by Hannah Lynn. This is a new book for me in 2023 as well. I only did one page in it. I worked on this one last year, and it was a lot of fun. I did a marker base with colored pencil shading on top, which I'm not the best at, but I was, you know, trying it out, trying my hand at that technique. So I would like to continue with that, and I feel like that method works really well in this book. So, and it was a lot of fun to do. I love this one. I'd love to do this one next, probably. That's a favorite, but they're all wonderful. So that one had to be on the list as well. And then I have a choice that is meant to challenge me. This is Vintage Fairies coloring book. I believe there's several artists in here. Yeah, there's Margaret Tarrant, Renee Cloak, Molly Brett, and Hilda Miller. And this is one of those books that's got the image on one side colored, and then just the line art for you to color on the other side. And you can try to copy the image if you would like. So that is what I would like to try to challenge myself to do. There's certainly ones in here that are easier than others, so I'm going to try to go easy on myself for the first one. And, but yeah, it's definitely going to be a challenge. The way they do the background and everything is, it's going to be a challenge, but I would love to try my hand at that because I've never done it before. So, and all the pictures are so pretty in here. Oh, I love this one. See, that's going to be an extra challenge because they've got all this extra, like, shadowy leaves in the background that you would have to do as well. So, oh, yeah. It's going to take some thought to figure out which one is going to be the best one for me to tackle first. But, oh, this one with the reflecting water. Yeah, there's some challenging ones here. So we'll see. I would love to try to do at least one though this year. So that is going on the list. Then I have Fantastic World of the Brothers Grimm by Forrest Diver. This is another one that I've had for a while and I did not touch at all last year. I tried to pull out ones, at least a few that I didn't touch at all that I really do like, to make sure that I do get some use out of them this year. So this is obviously a fairy tale one. I do have, see, this was 2021. I don't think I even had it out in 2022 because I'm pretty sure that's the only page I have done in here. So it would be nice to remedy that and get something else colored in this one as well. Oh, I've got a background done in here. I think I did a video on this. I should definitely finish that because that's a fun surprise right there. The background's already done. I definitely need to work on that one. Yeah, so that's going to be a good one. I've got a nice head start there. Then I have Elegant Beauties by Elena Lazareva. This is another one of those that I really love and I haven't actually touched probably in 2 years. This is 2021 as well. So, I've just got 3, I think, of these girls done in here. And I was mostly using marker, but I'd love to challenge myself a little bit with some colored pencil on some of the hair and see how I do. Something I've been trying to work on a little bit is my hair skills. Although the nice thing about the grayscale is you can use marker and still get your shading in to a certain extent. So that's always fun. But yeah, love every one of these and would definitely love to do another 1 or 2 this year as well. Okay, then we're almost there, just a couple more. I have a Coloring Heaven, the Winglings Special by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. I haven't colored anything in here. I wanted to make sure I had a Coloring Heaven magazine on my stack because I canceled my subscription last year, partway through the year, because I wanted to make sure I was getting a backlog of ones that just have no coloring in them at all, and I thought I need to try to enjoy the ones I have instead of continuing to just get more and more. So if I see a favorite come out that I'd really like to have, I'll buy it separate, but for the most part, I'm trying to just go for what I've already got and actually use them. So since this is one that has no pages colored in it, and I do like this artwork, I thought it would be nice to have that close at hand to make sure that I do something in it this year. So that's the goal with this one. Let's get something colored in it. Next one is another one from a favorite artist, Kirby Rosanna's World Within Worlds. And I did have a Kirby book on my list last year, but it was a different one. I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember the name of it now. But I love this one. It's so cool. I've seen so many amazing different colorist work in here, and I think I'm ready to try my hand at it. So this is another challenge me book for sure, but I'd love to have at least one page colored in here by the end of the year. So I'm gonna try to live up to the challenge here and get something done. They're all so cool. I don't even know. I think half the trouble is just deciding which one to color, because they're just all incredible. But it's going to be something. 2024 is the year for this one. Then I have another repeat from last year, Creative Haven's Glorious Gardens, Color by Number by George Tufexis. I like to have at least one color by number in my pile. I feel like they're really nice to have around as an option if you are just suffering from decision fatigue, if you're just tired and want to color but don't want to have to think about what colors to use and where to put them. And this is always a great option to have. They are challenging color by number. They do take time, and I do in fact use a magnifying glass to help see the numbers on the page, but they always turn out so beautifully. The payoff is there. So I definitely wanted to have one of those on my list for 2024 as well. Then I have another repeat from last year, The Mice Before Christmas Coloring Book by Wendy Edelson and Ann L. Watson. This was one that initially I put on the list as a challenge book, and in fact it still, for the most part, is a challenge. Some of the pages are quite detailed. This is another one that's high on the list of getting every page colored in. I'd love to have all the pages colored and then be able to sit and read the story all the way through. I did one page last year, and I said it initially started as a challenge because once I got going with it, I found I really enjoyed coloring this style of artwork. So I have a little more confidence in myself now in tackling this style of artwork, and I feel like it's going to be fun to get some more of these pages done. So I wanted to continue having this around this year and maybe hopefully get more than just one more page done. But oh my goodness, look at this. Yes, so some of the pages are obviously still going to be a challenge, but yeah, wow. But other ones aren't quite so bad, so I love this one. Oh, I can't wait until this one's all colored in. It's so cool. Adorable. Yeah, I love this book. So, really love this one. Really want to get some more colored in it this year. All right, another favorite. This is probably the favorite book. It's a tough call, but if I had to choose one book in my whole coloring collection that is a favorite, it would probably be this book, A Million Cute Animals by Lulu Mayo. I had this on the list last year, and I did get a handful of pages colored in it last year, and I already had a handful of pages colored so in prior years. So I'm feeling closer to that goal of having every page colored in this book, which is another one I would love to see someday. And there's just, it's another one where I could flip through and I just want to color every single page in here. I'm very excited to color every single page in here, so that is staying on the list for 2024, and I'm hoping I can make another big dent in it and have even more pages to flip through and enjoy by the end of the year. And we finally made it to the last book. It is Friendship, Vintage Grayscale Art by Rachel Mintz. And I have not colored anything in this. I've had it for, possibly 2 years now. The images are all so cute. And I would really like to have at least one page colored in it. So it's another one where I looked at my stack and this is one that hasn't been touched, and I think that's a shame. So I'm going to try to fix that in 2024 and get something colored in here. I had marked a page to color at one point, but obviously that didn't happen. So hopefully I can fix that in 2024 as well. And that is it. Those are the 24 books that I'm going to keep around with me in 2024, and I'm very excited to color in them. Thank you so much for joining me and checking out what I plan on working in 2024. It's definitely a favorite stack, I would say. So it's going to be extra fun to work on them throughout the year. I appreciate you being here. I hope you're having a great start to your 2024, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.